Okay, where are we going? Park Avenue South. Marie Claire, thank you so much for letting us preview the apartment, period. So gosh, what day? I don't even know what day it is. I've been here so long. It's Friday, right? And I have been here since last Sunday. I came up for the Inman conference, which is a huge real estate conference. People come from all over the country. And it's like one of I think the top real estate conventions. Should I stop? That's so New York. Oh my God, welcome to New York. Do you ever find yourself wondering, why am I still here? Or maybe you'd never leave the city except during the winter. Come with me. Tell me about, are we in Gramercy or Flatiron? Like, what is this called? This part of town?
We're really right on the cusp between Flatiron and Gramercy.
Okay.
We have Gramercy Park, Union Square Park, Madison Square Park, which is my favorite. And then we have this beautiful building. This was built in 2014.
Okay.
But the structures themselves are a lot older. It was an old school loft building, two neoclassical towers that they converted, kept the lofts, and really upgraded it to make it feel like you're on Fifth Avenue.
Yeah, it feels like that for sure.
We're going to open right onto the unit, so this is going to be pretty dramatic. So I would... That's the money shot.
Hi. Oh my God, how pretty is this? Y'all are all okay being on the camera, right? Yeah. This one's on the phone with her babies. Hi, honey.
Shane gets shy.
So Noah's going to show us around, but say hi to Nestor really quick. He's the best videographer ever.
Yeah. Did you come from Florida or?
No. Everybody asks me that. I wish he was my traveling videographer.
We're going upstairs, please?
No, we're just getting them out of the way.
We are at Duplex 5 at 260 Park Avenue South.
It's incredible already.
Yeah.
Okay, show me around. I can't wait to see it.
This is my favorite listing. We have 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, over 2,500 square feet.
Okay. Look at this.
Yes. We got brand new appliances, 11-foot ceilings.
Oh my God. The ceiling height in here is insane.
The lobby that we just came in from,
right,
22-foot tall ceilings.
Yeah, you definitely forget that you're in Manhattan here.
Yeah.
Like you don't listen. You don't even hear anything.
So this really feels like a home in one of the busiest cities in America.
It really does.
Yeah.
It feels like you know how you go in some places and first of all, it's cold, right? Because it kind of feels staged or whatever. This feels like people live here. So what street are we looking at down here?
We're looking down onto 20th Street right now.
Okay.
Just across the way, you have the iconic Gramercy Tavern.
Oh, yeah.
You could look out your window and see a celebrity.
That's so crazy. This is so beautiful. Like, look, I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah, you can really luxuriate here.
Right? It's like nice feeling, right?
Yeah, and the best part about this apartment, if you have a Florida client that wants a place in New York City, the apartment can come with all of this furniture, turnkey.
Stop.
When people say toothbrush ready,
yeah,
this apartment is toothbrush ready.
So that's so funny because we find that with people coming from New York down to Florida, that they really want to bring a toothbrush, right? I wonder how many people do that the opposite way, like come up here and just want a place. Do you see that?
A lot of people coming from other cities for like business. They may not be living in New York full time, but this would be a great pied-à-terre.
Yeah.
So.
And what's this one listed at?
We're listed at $4,050,000.
Look at the stone. I love this stone.
Yes. This is gold veined Carrara marble.
Okay.
This is about 11 feet wide.
Storage.
All of these appliances are brand new. Fisher and Paykel fridge. If you wanted to buy a new one of these, it would take you 8 months to get one of these.
I was gonna say, this is like the biggest fridge I've ever seen in New York. You know, you normally see like the little small apartment-sized fridge.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Yeah. You have dishwasher, wine cooler.
Nice.
Vented Viking range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And these floors, is this hardwood?
Yes.
Looks so pretty. This is
Yeah.
one of my favorite parts of this, the double height.
Staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and the foyer here. Like it's just really, I don't know, opens it up.
Yeah. This is what makes it feel like a home.
Yeah.
Having like levels. This is a Murphy bed that comes down if you wanted
Nice.
to have guests
Yeah.
stay. We've had some people wanting to convert this to a nice little sitting room
Yeah.
just to come and relax.
You
and
could do anything
lounge.
with it. This is totally like New York size space
Mhm.
done well.
Coming down this hallway right here. 2 bedrooms either side. Beautiful walk-in closet.
Oh my gosh, you don't
Yeah.
get storage like that often, right?
No, not at all. Welcome to the primary.
Oh my God. This is insane.
Looks like it's just out of a catalog.
It really
doesn't it?
does. It's so gorgeous and perfect.
Super quiet.
I was just going to say, you hear nothing.
Yeah. The owner added this upgraded soundproofing to both of the bedrooms. And yeah,
So this is bedroom number 2.
bedroom number 2.
Okay. Oh my God, look at that wall.
Yeah, this is where you're going to put your husband because Kelly will have the whole room to herself.
Look at that. That is, what is that?
That's
It's
Serhant
just
blue.
wallpaper?
That's Serhant Blue. No,
I know it is. Serhant blue. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is the same soundproofing that you see in the primary.
I just want to, I just want to pet it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so nice.
This is the kind of place that I would buy for myself.
Yeah. Tell me about the amenities here.
So it's a super discreet building. You have a full-time doorman with a concierge, package room, gym. What's also really cool about this building, it's divided into 3 separate elevator banks. So you don't get any more than 6 residences to a floor, but this tower only has 2 residences per floor.
So you're never waiting on an elevator, really.
Exactly.
We're all friends here. So this morning we had an event called the Real DeFi, and it is a group of my friends and colleagues from Serhant. We put together this group that we are going to host several events every year, and the mission of it is to bring professionals from real estate, design, and finance all together. So obviously those are 3 industries that work together a lot, but what we're finding that is that if we collaborated more together from the start, our clients would benefit more. And I just got a listing that needed some help in the design area, right? Beautiful home. It's going to be $17 million on the beach. And unfortunately, the choice of flooring was not great. They brought me in to do something different, and I had the difficult task of telling them they should change every inch of flooring in their home. But that brings us back to the point of the event. I brought in a designer friend of mine, and she was able to like tag team it with me. And what I told them, I was like, listen, I'm gonna bring in a designer, and think of it like an inspector, right? So when you buy a house, you hire an inspector to find every single thing that they can find that's wrong, right? And then you take that report and you do with it what you want. So I told them, just think of her as an inspector. She's going to give you tips, ideas, tricks, and you do what you want. And that actually really helped because it wasn't only just me as the realtor saying this to the sellers, it was a design professional. So that's exactly kind of the point of this group that we're starting, the Real DeFi, to bring together everybody in those 3 industries to really start to work together more. Oh, hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good to meet you.
Too.
Welcome to New York.
Thanks.
Do you miss the warm, perfect weather?
Okay, so walking in the rain and the cold, yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
This is why Brittany and I need to get a place in Miami. So you don't have
Not
to-
Miami. We're not doing Miami.
No?
Tampa.
I forgot. Oh my gosh, how dare I? Tampa. All right, let's head up.
Okay, cool.
So
Thank you.
there'll be a lot of art.
Oh my God. This is beautiful. Today we're talking a lot about design, right?
Okay.
And how real
Yeah.
estate and design fit together.
Absolutely.
So I'm very interested in how you ask someone to like find a piece that they love and then you kind of design the space around
No.
it, or the opposite?
It's actually so much easier than that. So a lot of our clients have interior designers, a lot of them don't. So what we do is we'll go down to their property either via Zoom or in person because we work across the United States, and we'll actually show them samples of different types of artwork, or genres as I like to call it, to understand the vibe of what they're looking for. Then we'll actually go to them with samples. So we do all the legwork. A client could know nothing about art, and the budget that we start at is very low, or threshold, as we say, $2,500, very low. So we could provide an entire property for people, or we can do just one wall for them. It's whatever they want it to be, but we can handle all the design elements, or we could work with their designer.
So I have somebody who just comes to Tampa, buys a property, and it's a blank canvas. What's the best way for you to help them?
Absolutely. We sit down with them. We show them a bunch of samples. We understand their style. We talk a little bit about threshold, what they want to spend, and then we start putting together renderings. So although we're doing all of the work, the client is making all of the design decisions, and if they have an interior designer, they're incorporated into the process too. Because let me give you an example. This piece behind you, right? This giant Marilyn Monroe digitally enhanced image. We had a client that wanted a digitally enhanced image. I believe it was a Dua Lipa, and he wanted to match the fiance's engagement ring to Dua Lipa. Okay. So we're sitting there, and as we learn about clients, we could tie in different things.
Right.
So if one of them's a dancer, we could change up some of the artwork, make it more dance incorporated. Anything could be done. When you're working with a business like mine, where we are mostly bespoke curation based, the possibilities are endless. So the client actually has say in every little thing that happens.
So the proper, if you can say it like that, the proper way to do it is to design the space with like the furniture and stuff you want, and then come to you for the art.
Art is last.
Okay.
So it's funny because some of our clients will say to us, we don't know if we're ready yet.
Yeah.
And I always say, no rush. Art is last. Because we also don't want the art to get damaged.
Okay.
And if you're bringing in furniture after the art's in, problems.
Okay, so we're headed down to the office in Soho now. I'm going to meet with Calvin, who is the social media director for Serhant. A little secret about Calvin, I am a little bit obsessed with the fact that he worked with Gary Vee. Gary Vee hired him, and he's like 21 years old or something crazy. He's the smartest person, and so we're gonna meet with him to talk about everything social media, but most importantly, how we can get the most exposure for this upcoming listing that I have in Anna Maria Island. And then we are going to meet with Coin, who is our Chief Technology Officer at Serhant. So I'm super excited to show everybody just the incredible team that we have at Serhant. So when you hire me as your real estate agent, you are not just getting me, you have a team of studios, which is a full-fledged production company. You have the social marketing and the social media marketing and technology that is beyond. So I'm really super excited to show you all the things that come with Serhant. Good. How are you? Good. You got your stuff? I'm Kelly Burchill. Nice to meet you. I'm still learning all the tech stuff. I've only been here since October, so I'm still like... Hi, Kelly Burchill. Nice to meet you. You work here in Manhattan? Okay. Well, listen, I'm in Tampa, so if you guys have any people wanting to move to Florida, nobody even thinks of Tampa. There are some things missing, period. Check your email, please, period. Are you guys at the office? Question mark. I'm on the second floor.
How have you been?
I've been good. How about you? You've been so busy. If you were talking to somebody who was about to hire me or any other Serhant agent, what, from your perspective as the social media, can you talk about the advantage of Serhant versus anyone else? Oh my God, I don't think I even told you. I just got...
Massive signature listing.
How do you know?
Oh, I know everything.
God, he knows everything.
I look at things in a very analytical sense, right? And so I really believe that the vast majority of people, when talking about marketing, talk about it in this elusive way that makes things unclear. And so then clients and people that are actually receiving the service feel like, okay, I hear what you're saying, more people, this, that, and the other, likes, whatever, but how does that actually map back to the result that I want, which in this case is how are we going to sell my home quickly and for as much money as possible. The key differentiator between Serhant and effectively any other brokerage, first and foremost, we have a massive social presence. That definitely helps. Now, to address the elephant in the room, it's a nice sound, there are also other brokerages that have large social followings, right? So Compass has hundreds of thousands of followers, Agency has hundreds of thousands of followers. Why Serhant? What about our social following is just so different? And it's not actually the following themselves, it's more so the approach that we take to content and how we're distributing our clients' listings. If you go to the agency's Instagram or Compass's Instagram or any of these other large big box brokerages, social channels, they're not actually promoting the listings that they have. Or maybe they're promoting like one per day and it's very selective. And so ultimately as a seller, the only distribution channel that you are guaranteed to tap into is the agent that you are hiring. But the brokerage, you're effectively getting no support from except for back office operations. At Serhant, we take a completely different approach. We say, great. Effectively, every client that meets certain criteria, which in the luxury market is more or less going to be every client to begin with, will be able to be featured on our social channels, which have millions of followers across each platform. And subsequently, we can get significantly more eyeballs on your property than anybody else. When you go to
another agent,
right? You know that they might post it on their social media and that has 1,000 followers, great. You know that maybe their team page has another 500 followers, great. But there's no guarantee that you're going to get distribution from the brokerage that they're actually a part of. At Serhant, you effectively have that guarantee. You can be featured for signature listings on the Serhant signature profiles. You can be featured on the Serhant profile. You can be featured on the Serhant market profiles like Serhant Florida. We have our YouTube channel, which has over 60,000 subscribers and gets millions of views and tens of millions of impressions. And so distribution is significantly greater. Selling a luxury property is a needle in a haystack game. There's a very, very, very small percentage of people that can actually afford these homes. And so subsequently, to pretend that you're going to take a sniper approach and just like pick out individual buyers across the globe that might be interested in purchasing this place is silly at best. Like it is effectively saying, I'm going to spend hours and hours and hours looking for high net worth individuals that are potentially in the market to buy a home and then pitch them on the idea of buying this home specifically, and it's dumb. And so because we play with the biggest numbers possible, it opens up the most amount of opportunities to actually get the distribution and the end result that we're looking for. As a seller, the key benefit here is the distribution, and that is by far. We obviously have a great tech stack and a bunch of other stuff, but like the distribution is unlike anything you'll get at any other brokerage.
At my old brokerage, right? Like, I don't think I really even understood what I was missing until I came here, right? Because we were the local leaders and we were the market, number one and all that stuff. But like without the social piece, it's, it's mind blowing that more people don't use social the way they should.
Yeah, like the fact that we already have the massive social presence, nobody can really compete with that.
Yeah.
It's just, sure, they can try to start and build it and do all the right things, but it takes a significant amount of time. And most people aren't willing to make the investment. We obviously have, like most people don't hire a studios team and this, that, and the other. And so, yeah.
Everything we go for at Serhant is that mobile first, be able to do anything, anywhere, anytime, from any device.
Okay.
With the kind of respect and thoughtfulness in every single aspect of the systems that you touch that make you really feel the story from within us, that it's by agents for agents, and that we spent our entire life learning what people actually need in the business of performing real estate.
Which is so unbelievable. Like I've never come across any other brokerage that even mentions anything close to that.
What does it mean to actually perform at your best? It's a support story. It's what kind of help that you have. Sometimes you're helped by market factors and things that are way outside of your control. Things like 2021 where it was feast instead of famine and things like that. Sometimes you're helped by the people that you bring on to be the team around you,
Right.
right? The people that you choose, unlike family, which sometimes you're stuck with when you marry in and don't know what you're getting, right? So that was something that when we were building up, and I was consulting Ryan for all those years prior to Serhant being a brokerage,
Right.
we were looking at, okay, how can we take the level of excellence, the standards for all those things, and what it means to have the properly supporting technology stack and mentality that got him the help that he needed to grow.
Right.
You helping you solve practical, everyday problems.
Mhm.
Not necessarily what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Most people can't seem to solve that problem without an argument, but we can definitely choose what are the kinds of things that we know from working with you collaboratively,
Right.
what your needs are,
Mhm.
and sometimes saying, hey, we've noticed this would actually be beneficial. First of all, you are exemplary as a consummate professional. You personify that integrity, that excellence, and that follow-up, and that's why your clients love you. What does it mean to be able to spend extra time either with your clients or with your family instead of buried in screens?
Right.
So instead of conditioning you even further to crave another app,
Yeah.
we're empowering you to delete them and just rely on us, because the brokerage should be working for you and helping you save your time. That was the release of Simple and what you're seeing us talk about. But
So how does that translate to the seller? You know, like what?
yeah, well, it's the seller is getting you as their advocate. Which, if you've ever had been through anything, tragic with a family member, and even if it wasn't tragic, but somebody was in dire medical need or whatever it is, being an advocate can be the difference between something being successful
Yeah.
or failing, or being healthy or tragic, for example, right?
Right.
For us, it's your seller is armed by having you as their advocate, right? You are the liaison between them and the world.
Mm.
So who's standing behind you? What does that army look like?
Right.
Is it the world's best video team to be able to bring them to the best light? Even if it's just guidelines on how to do things that are smaller scale or impromptu,
Yeah.
but that you've got access to this world-class social media team, this world-class branding and creative agency, world-class technology support, world-class education and coaching, and having Ryan be able to come in and provide you with some of that expert negotiation from all his deal experience to help you close things when there was a little daylight just a minute ago. None of us are these inaccessible kind of executive types that you see in a lot of different kinds of businesses. I'm not speaking just about real estate.
Right.
We're taking shots. I respect everybody. But it is about being in the trenches with you so that your seller knows
Mm-hmm.
that when you're representing them, that you've got all that operational support and all those resources. It's about having choice.
Yeah.
When you open the fridge, what are the ingredients to be able to cook? It's about your seller knowing that you've got every ingredient possible. There's an entire specialty store and grocery store of all the things that will make their home sale and their transaction successful.
Yep.
From the meticulous detail to the way that we can amplify and get it out to more eyeballs than anybody else. As the world's most followed real estate brand, that's all channeling through you.
Yeah.
They see Kelly Burchill with a whole bunch of commandos and world-class resources standing behind you. And would they rather, is the question, would they rather go with somebody that if somebody were to Google any other company or Serhant, what is going to be the impression from the first 10 seconds of looking at those results? And you can clearly see as the
Right.
ones who, so us having a command of the space and of the media and being the ones who pioneered it, puts us in the best position to back you to make sure that your sellers are having a successful transaction.
You know, I think the industry has transitioned from it used to be if you can find the most local person or the expertise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's great to find an agent with local knowledge for buying, right?
Sure.
But when you're selling, it's almost like that doesn't even matter so much anymore because it's all about your reach, right?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
crazy?
Which, Ryan's reach is farther than mine. He's 6'3" and has longer arms. That's true. But combined, if we pick all of our arms together, that's a pretty long reach where we're able to
Right.
look at a listing. We're able to analyze the major attributes and characteristics of it and be able to build out buyer personas and likely to buy people.
Yeah.
So that we know we can create a custom tailored marketing plan that knows who our audience is likely to be
Right.
to maximize the success of this. So we're able to then tune everything from the actual content calendar, to the places that we're going to be helping you create to post, to the event type that you're throwing, to the way that everything about it, the branding, the way that it's speaking to the world is in tune with who are the people who are most likely fits.
Yep. But that's the whole point in doing this video for me, is to just let people know, like, okay, everybody goes out there and says we're number one. Everybody says we're the best person for this or whatever, but like, this is why.
There's the tools.
Yep.
There's the ethos. There's the access to the different things that you have.
Mm-hmm.
You'd rather be able to reach for all those ingredients and all those utensils than not have them.
Right.
Right? Being precise and having the tools to bring more certainty, a forensic level of analysis to the decisions that you're going to make, data-driven decisions. Instinct only gets you so far. Some people are very, very successful because of instinct, but you can't totally ignore the numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, you're
So-
somebody who you've always struck me as being incredibly in tune with people,
Yes.
right? Your sense of
Thanks.
humanity is like 1,000,000 out of 10.
Oh.
So I think that connecting with your sellers, connecting with potential buyers on the market probably comes very naturally
Yes.
for you for a long time, even before we met.
Yep.
That's a tremendous strength. So if you're already very strong at something and somebody offers you Michael Jordan's Nikes, you're just going to jump higher.
Right.
You know, so I want to be your Michael Jordan Nikes. For
I
you.
feel like you are my Michael Jordan Nikes.
Oh my goodness, it
I'm
must be
so-
the shoes.
Thank you, Coin.
Oh,
I'm like,
de nada, hermosa, de nada.
I love Coin. Coin's the reason I'm here. No, like, I'm not shitting you. Like, he really is.
Well, you know what? I got news for you.
What?
I might want to get this on camera too. I don't know. It's up to you. I got news for you.
What?
You're also the reason that I'm here. You and everybody else.
Mm.
It's the most fulfilling thing. We don't take it for granted that there's a very symbiotic relationship here. Okay? We don't eat unless you eat.
Right,
We're not successful unless you're successful.
right.
That's the mindset. That's why we believe in changing the industry to be even more human, even more service focused than ever before.